Asleep at the Wheel. Asleep at the Wheel is an American country music group that was formed in Paw Paw, West Virginia, and is based in Austin, Texas. The band has won 9 Grammy Awards since their 1970 inception, released over 20 albums, and has charted more than 21 singles on the Billboard country charts. Their highest charting single, The Letter That Johnnie Walker Read, peaked at No. 10 in 1975. History. Beginnings to Austin. In 1969, Ray Benson and Lucky Ocean's Reuben Gosfield co-founded Asleep at the Wheel in Paw Paw, West Virginia, and soon after they found themselves opening for Alice Cooper and Hot Tuna in Washington, D.C. A year later, they moved to East Oakland, California, at the invitation of Commander Cody and his Lost Planet Airmen. After being mentioned in Rolling Stone magazine by Van Morrison, they landed a record deal with United Artists. In 1973, their debut album, Comin' Right at Ya, was released by United Artists. At the invitation of Willie Nelson, they left Oakland for Austin in 1974. 1974 to 1979. In 1974, Asleep at the Wheel released its self-titled second album, with a cover of Louis Jordan's Choo Choo CH Boogie, which was the band's first single to hit the country charts. The following year had the release of Texas Gold, with the top 10 country hit single, The Letter That Johnnie Walker Read. In addition, they played on PBS's Austin City Limits, where they have since performed a record-setting 10 times. In 1977, the band was voted Best Country Western Band by Rolling Stone and was awarded the Touring Band of the Year by the Academy of Country Music. They also went on tour with Emmylou Harris in Europe. The following year, they recorded a cover of Count Basie's song 1 O'Clock Jump. Also in 1980, they appeared in the movie Roadie, along with Meat Loaf, Blondie, and Art Carney. By the end of the decade, the band recorded their first live album, Served Live, at the Austin Opera House. 1980 to 1989. The 1980s became a turbulent decade for the band. After moving to MCA, co-founder Lucky Oceans left, followed in September 1986 by Chris O'Connell due to her pregnancy. Asleep at the Wheel gathered a large amount of debt that required it to work on commercials and movie soundtracks. This band produced the soundtrack for the film Liar's Moon. In 1985, the band released a virtually ignored self-titled album. By the late 1980s, Ray Benson had done some producing, allowing the band a second chance with Epic Records. In 1987, the band released 10, which won them their second Grammy for Best Country Instrumental, helping to launch their comeback. The album also had contributions from legendary fiddle player and one-time Texas Playboys member Johnny Gimbel. The following year, the band released Western Standard Time, which won them another Grammy for Best Country Instrumental. 5. The late 1980s also had the growth of Jan Brown as a solo vocalist in the group. She would later embark on a solo career on Curb Records. 1990 to 1999. The band moved to Arista Records and released the album, Keepin' Me Up Nights. Soon after, the band had turnover. Among its new members was former solo singer Rosie Flores, who joined in 1997. In 1991, Ray Benson directed the music and co-starred in the movie Wild Texas Wind with Dolly Parton. In honor of the 66th anniversary of Route 66, the band launched the Route 66 tour. In 1993, the band released an instant hit with several guest musicians, a tribute to the music of Bob Wills and the Texas Playboys, to much critical acclaim. 2 years later, the band celebrated their 25th anniversary by releasing The Wheel Keeps on Rollin'. In 1999, the band and DreamWorks released Ride with Bob, as their second tribute album to Bob Wills. This album also enjoyed immediate success and garnered the band 2 Grammy wins, one for Best Country Instrumental, and the other for Best Package Design. According to Rolling Stone magazine, Ray Benson didn't just enlist the obvious Wills fans in this tribute album to Bob Wills like Merle Haggard, Willie Nelson, and Lyle Lovett. He also brought in some of country's young lions, the Dixie Chicks, Tim McGraw, and Lee Ann Womack, some pop stars, including Sean Colan, the Squirrel Nut Zippers, and fellow country preservationists such as Dwight Yoakam. 2000 iPresent. In 2000, the Dixie Chicks were nominated for an award for Vocal Event of the Year for Roly Poly with Asleep at the Wheel from the Country Music Association. 11. That same year, the band toured with Bob Dylan and George Strait. Benson recorded a tribute to Wills and Texas swing music, including Dwight Yoakam, Vince Gill, Merle Haggard, the Dixie Chicks, and Willie Nelson. They were scheduled to play at the White House on the fateful September 11, 2001 and 2003. The band released Live at Billy Bob's Texas, and by the end of the decade, the band had released 2 more albums, Reinventing the Wheel, an entirely new set of songs, including a collaboration with the Blind Boys of Alabama, and a 2-disc set Kings of Texas Swing. In 2007, their second Christmas album was released, Santa Loves to Boogie. Asleep at the Wheel received 6 Austin Music Awards for their efforts in 2007, including Band of the Year, Songwriter of the Year, Benson, Country Band of the Year, Record Producer of the Year, Benson, Male Vocals of the Year, Benson, and Acoustic Guitar Player of the Year, McQueen. Members. Main article, List of Asleep at the Wheel members. Current members. Ray Benson, lead vocals, lead guitar, 1970 to present. Jason Baczynski, drums, percussion, 2022 to 2023. Katie Shore, co-lead vocals, fiddle, 2014 to present. Dennis Ludiker, fiddle, mandolin, backing vocals, 2016 to present. Connor Forsyth, piano, organ, accordion, backing vocals, 2016 to present. Josh Hogue, bass, 2017 to present. Flavio Pasquetto, steel guitars, 2019 to present. Joey Colarusso, saxophone, 2021 to present. Russ Patterson, drums, June 2023 present. Discography. Main article, Asleep at the Wheel discography. Comin' Right at Ya, 1973. Asleep at the Wheel, 1974. Texas Gold, 1975. Wheelin' and Dealin', 1976. The Wheel, 1977. Collision Course, 1978. Framed, 1980. Pasture Prime, released as Asleep at the Wheel in the U.S., 1985. 10, 1987. Western Standard Time, 1988. Keepin' Me Up Nights, 1990. Tribute to the music of Bob Wills and the Texas Playboys, 1993. The Wheel Keeps on Rollin', 1995. Merry Texas Christmas, Y'all, 1997. Ride with Bob, a tribute to Bob Wills and the Texas Playboys, 1999. The Very Best of Asleep at the Wheel, 2001. Hang Up My Spurs, 2002. Asleep at the Wheel Remembers the Alamo, 2003. Reinventing the Wheel, 2007. Santa Loves to Boogie, 2007. Willie and the Wheel, 2009, with Willie Nelson. It's a Good Day, 2010, with Leon Roche. Still the King, celebrating the music of Bob Wills and his Texas Playboys, 2015. Lone Star Christmas Night, 2016. New Roots, 2018. Half a Hundred Years, 2021. Awards and nominations. Asleep at the Wheel have won 8 Grammy Awards out of 27 nominations. 15, they have also been nominated for 12 Country Music Association Awards. 16, in 1977, they won the Academy of Country Music Award for Touring Band of the Year and have been nominated an additional 9 times. Background information. Origin: Paw Paw, West Virginia, U.S. Genres: country, progressive country, rockabilly, western swing. Years active: 1970 to present. Labels: Bismos, DreamWorks, Capitol, Nashville, Arista, Epic, MCA, Nashville, Shout. Factory 30 Tigers. Members: Ray Benson, Jason Baczynski, Katie Shore, Dennis Ludiker, Connor Forsyth, Josh Hogue, Flavio Pasquetto, Joey Colarusso. Past members. See former members. Website www.asleepatthewheel.com. Thank you for listening to my podcast. This is your host Orlando Valido, or Orly Valido, Pimp Orly on YouTube. I like to inform you that I'm not still 100% fine yet from the cough that I still have from the flu or cold that I had a few weeks ago. It's getting better, but I'm not 100% fine. In the meantime, I have to use my computer voiceover program to do this podcasts until I feel fine. Don't want to do it coughing on the podcast like that. Like always, I like for you to pray for yourself, for your family, for your neighbor, for your country. That there is no more wars, pandemic, corruption in the world. Pray mornings, midday, mid-afternoon, and before you go to sleep.